Hi everybody, this is Property with Leonard and welcome to another episode. Now on this channel we discuss property, finance and investments. Now please note that none of my videos constitutes as financial advice, but if you're looking for financial advice, please speak to an accredited and registered financial advisor. Now, are you or someone you know perhaps planning to apply for the 350 Rand SASSA grant? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 things you need to know before you do. Now, I don't have to remind you that things are tough here in South Africa, and I guess it's the case all over the world. And the poor tends to bear the brunt. Now, this video is simply to help those who would like to apply for the 350 Rand Distress Social Grant, which has been reinstated for the next few months to bring some much needed relief. Now, I know maybe to a lot of you that 350 Rand is not a lot, and the application process is not as easy as some would hope it would be. And also, just as a reminder, and I just want to reiterate this, I do have a disclaimer in my intro, but just to reiterate, this video is for information purposes only. And my intention is simply to help those in need, and if you are aware of anything else that I didn't mention, you are welcome to please share it with us in the comments section below if you have something that you would like to add. So what I will be covering in this video is questions that I know many of you might have, like questions like who qualifies for the grant and what do you get? How long will you get it for? And how can you apply for the grant? How long does the process take? And lastly, is there back pay? So before we start, please remember all the good stuff. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, to share it, and as mentioned before, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'm really looking forward to your comments and your contribution to the topic that I am discussing today. So the reinstatement was announced by our President Cyril Ramaphosa during his address to the nation this past Sunday. Also aptly known here in South Africa as our family meeting. Now the grant will be paid monthly until the end of March 2022. And I guess the first obvious question would be, who qualifies for the grant? Now, according to the Department of Social Development, the grant is intended for persons in dire material need that are unable to meet their family's most basic needs. Now, this could be due to any of the following circumstances, and I want you to listen carefully. It is things like you need help while you wait for your children's grant to be processed, or a crisis or disaster has occurred. For example, your house has burned down, or you do not qualify for a grant and you are in a desperate situation, or you are unable to work for a period of less than 6 months because you are medically unfit, or you are unable to get maintenance from the other parent of your child or children, or the breadwinner in the family has died, or the breadwinner has been sent to prison for a short time, that short time meaning less than 6 months, or you have been affected by a disaster, but the area or community in which you live has not been declared a disaster area. And that's also something that's very common in South Africa. Now, the grant has also been expanded to include unemployed caregivers who currently receive a child support grant. And that was really a welcome addition to those who would qualify. And secondly is, what do you get? Now, the social relief of the stress grant may be in the form of a food parcel or a voucher or to buy food. And in some provinces, those eligible for this grant, they get assistance in the form of cash. And thirdly, you might wonder, how long will you get it for, this grant I mean. Now, social relief of distress is given for a short time only, which is obvious because this grant, 350 Rand on its own might not be a lot, but multiply that by thousands and millions, it takes quite a big chunk. So it's usually up to 3 months, which may be extended for another 3 months. And now for the big one. How do you apply for the grant? Now, according to the Social Development Minister, Minister Lindiwe Zulu, people who are eligible to receive this 350 Rand grant are required to start the application process from scratch. Now, this has been
have been irritating a lot of people. People are not really happy with this. But anyway, that's just the way it is. And to apply, those eligible applicants, they must submit their application forms at this SA Social Security Agency, which is SASSA's offices, with their 13-digit barcoded ID document or an affidavit if an ID document is not available. You also need to show proof that you have applied for a grant, prove that you are in need, provided your bank. You must provide your banking details, contact details, and proof of residence. And no applications for this special grant will be made via telephone, email, or USSD, which is really unfortunate. And if you are wondering how long does this process take? Now, according to the minister, the process can take time due to the number of applications submitted. And once an application is submitted, it will be assessed for credibility and whether or not the applicant has genuine need for this service, which is obvious, but as long as you are fully aware of that. And according to the department, even if an applicant do not have all their documents, those eligible will get, and that's the promise that they make, and I'm just saying what they said, they will get their first month's food parcel or voucher or cash. They will get it as long as they are eligible to receive it, even if they don't have or haven't submitted all their documents. And you must just remember to take all your documents to the office before the second month's payment is due. Because if you do not, you may not get your second or third month's food parcel or voucher or cash. And lastly, you might wonder if there is back pay. According to the department, the grant will be paid from the date of approval up until when it ends, provided that the qualifying criteria listed, as I listed above and just mentioned to you, continues to be met. Now this means if applicants apply in September, their payments will be from September and there will be no back pay for the months not applied for. And I sincerely hope, and that was really a mouthful, but I sincerely hope that this video was of value to you, that you understand and get the message. And please, if it's not applicable to you, I will encourage you to please share this video to those that you know are in need and who would be able to benefit from the contents of this video. And while you're at it, please remember to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, to share it, and leave me a comment in the comment section below. And I just want to remind you once again, if there's anything that I've missed that you think is important, that needs to be added and everybody else needs to know, you are welcome to in the comment section below. You're welcome to add it. I'll read it and I'm sure everybody else will too. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you in the next video. Stay blessed.